right. Ooh. Let's get these things situated. My drinks, all that. Let's get this old Soylent out of here. This empty one. And let's get some Magic the Gathering going. So, it says on the screen that we are playing Pauper Delver. So I guess let's start off with some Pauper Delver, yeah? All right, loading up here. And here it is, Mono Blue Delver. We did some crushing yesterday with this, so let's try to do a little bit more of that. We've got 17 islands here because we want to get islands, but only a couple really. And then this deck plays first of all Delver of Secrets. He's a 1/1, but on your upkeep, if the top card of your library is an instant or a sorcery, he turns into a 3/2 flyer. And this deck plays a lot of instants and sorceries. It plays 22 of them. So then we've got Fairy Miscreant, who's just a 1/1 flyer for 1. However, if you play 2 of them, you get to draw a card. We got Ponder, of course, Preordain. We don't play Brainstorm because there's no shuffle effects. So Brainstorm is not as good as Preordain and Ponder for that reason in this deck. Vapor Snag for returning creatures to hands, which can be good for our creatures or theirs. And then Bone Splitter, just for some extra damage. Deprive, then we've got plenty of counter spells in the form of Daze, straight up counterspell, Deprive, and Logic Knot. And then we've also got Spellstarter Sprite, who is a 1/1 flyer for 2, but is also a counterspell when played at the right time. Ninja the Deep Hours is a 2/2 that also draws you cards if he's able to hit the opponent, and he only costs 2 if you ninjutsu him. So that's great. Gush is a good kind of later game thing, I think, to draw you to draw you some more cards when you have plenty of islands to spare to be able to keep your counterspells up and stuff. And then Spire Golem is just a solid card. It's a 2/4 flyer, but if you have 3 islands, it costs 3. If you have 4 islands, it costs 2. If you have 5 islands, it costs 1. If you have 6 islands out, he's free. Yeah, and then of course Logic Knot is counters a spell unless they pay X, and you pay into it for what X is on top of your blue. However, it's delvable, so pretty good card. You know, it's all right. It's the next best thing to counterspell, essentially. I will be right back because I have to go to the bathroom suddenly. Okay, geez, sorry that I've now taken like 3 breaks in a row, but that had to happen. Okay, sideboard time. We have Some extra counter spells for more specific things. Hydroblast for red things, also destroys red things. We got Dispel for instants, and Steel Sabotage for artifacts, also can return artifacts to hands. Stormbound Geist is good against lots of removal, and then Serrated Arrows is good against a few different things. Nothing that I can really name off the top of my head, but you'll know it when you see it, maybe. So let's hop over to the Pauper lobby here, and it looks like we are battling Jay Buividas. Jay Buividas. I don't know, man. This hand is okay. We have Daze. However, we're on the draw. I think this hand is okay because we can play Delver and then we can Daze. So I'm going to keep it. Preordain is going to help us find another land. But I don't know. This could backfire pretty badly. He's playing a tap land. Perfect. That's extremely Dazeable. That basically makes it so that we're on the play. So we will play Delver. I'm really looking to Daze something here and then play either a Preordain. If I draw a land, I'll play a second Delver and Preordain, but if I don't draw another land, we're Preordaining. So I can find another land and then play Delver. Unless I Daze something here. But he is brainstorming. That's fine. We'll let that happen. And they pass. All right, what do we reveal? Spire Golem. Ugh. Well, that's not what I wanted to draw, so instead we will Preordain, and we don't find an island. All right, let's bottom. Vapor Snag. Uh-oh, you guys. We just need one island to kind of be okay. But this could end up bad. We didn't even flip our Delver because of Spire Golem. When I play Delver in Legacy, I play 30 instants and sorceries. Ooh, he plays his own Delver. And then is this an Edict? Doomblade. We will Daze that. Fairy Miscreant. Oh my gosh. So once again, we are not drawing a land. This is not great. I want to keep up a land for like Vapor Snag instead of playing Fairy Miscreant. Maybe I'll just offer the 1-for-1 here and play Delver if he takes it. That's what I think I'll do. Okay, so we got 1 damage in. And he reveals Swamp. He revealed the Swamp. That's funny. Oh, okay. Chainer's Edict. So I think I'll Vapor Snag my own Delver here. That way I don't have to sacrifice. And we got another Delver. I gotta stop taking one land hands. When you have Preordain, though, it's way too tempting. Okay, so that time he didn't reveal. Pristine Talisman. This time I'm not gonna, even though I offered the trade before, I'm not gonna block because I might flip. Even though it's very likely to have an island, which I finally do. Alright, so we have an island. Now the question is like, what do I do? Do I play this Fairy Miscreant? Do I play another Delver of Secrets? What is the correct course of action? I think because I have another Delver, I don't really care to leave Counterspell up quite yet. Okay, so he gained a life there. And we will just play a couple dudes. I just hope he doesn't have Crypt Rats. Target player sacrifices a creature and loses 1 life. That's fine. Neither of us have flipped our Delvers yet. Alright, come on. No! Well, an island is fine, though, because at least we get another land here. So now, do we play Spire Golem or another Delver? I think we play a third Delver. Because they are going to just start slamming him if we finally ever get to actually flip one. Plus, Counterspell. Still no flip Delvers. Oh man, this is the slowest Delver on Delver I've ever seen. Okay, what's this giant thing he's playing? Gurmag Angler? I'm usually not all that afraid of Gurmag Angler, but I'm going to counter this one. Because he put all his eggs in that basket. Okay, you gotta... Okay, Counterspell? Yes. 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 Boom. We can now swing for 9 damage, and we can leave up Counterspell. Actually, let me think about this. Yep, that's what I want to do. I don't want to play Gush, because I just don't have something to spend 2 on. Hey, he flipped his Delver too with the Chainer's Edict. So this would bring me to a 3-turn clock from a 2-turn clock, so I'm going to counter it. And then, ooh, he plays Stormbound Geist. Well, that's a great card. Okay. So we got Ninja of the Deep Hours. He's top decking. I think maybe what we do is swing, ninja in a guy. But then the ninja won't be able to take on the Stormbound Geist. He'll lose me a damage and then not be able to win a thing. Stormbound Geist can eat 2 of my guys, but I will have Spire Golems after that. I feel like I float 2 mana and then I gush. Play 1 island out. I just got a Fairy Miscreant. That ended up being not great. But yep, I think I'll just attack into the Stormbound Geist. Next turn, I'll put Fairy Miscreant into the attackings, and then we'll ninja with it. Oh, geez, what's this? Oh, a flashback on Chainer's Edict? Okay, that sucks. Yeah, I don't have anything to do about that. But he's not attacking. Well, I'll definitely play Spire Golem then. And I think I pass on this one. He can flash back another Chainer's Edict, though, which sucks. But then I just sack Spire Golem, and then play another Spire Golem. An instant card or a card with flash and reveal it and put it in your library. Oh, Mystical Teachings, huh? Is he going to Mystical Teachings for Mystical Teachings? Doomblade. Spire Golem, huh? Okay. So the 4th land is good because now I can play Spire Golem, leave up Logic Knot, and next turn I can attack with everybody. So I have to delve 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blue, blue. X is currently 5. Boom. This Talisman is making his deck really good, though. So what is my plan here? I swing with everybody. He probably kills my Aberrations. And then I get an extra card. Then I have Daze. I don't know. This might not actually be good, but I gotta start hitting some action here. Okay. So I return Spire Golem to my hand. These guys all clear each other out. I get to draw an extra card. Play Spire Golem. Leave up Daze. Daze is not the best at this point in the game, but it could be alright. Alright, he's playing Angler. Yeah, that's a problem for me. I don't know if he wants to attack and leave me open to be able to have Ninja the Deep Hour, though. Yes! Try to Chainer's Edict. We can just hardcast Daze now. Boom! Taste it! I should have played Spellstarter Sprite there. Delver. That's the perfect time to play Spellstarter Sprite. Yeah, Gurmag Angler is really good at getting, Ninja of the Deep Hours is really good at getting people to not want to swing with their creatures. Even their big creatures like Gurmag Angler. Okay, Deprive is really good here. If I can just keep drawing counter spells, that'll probably be pretty good. Because, I mean, he's top decking. He doesn't have anything that he can flash back. Brainstorm. Yeah, I mean, it just replaces itself, right? So he just gets something that he thinks is good, and then I counter it. Unless it's like Chainer's Edict, that would suck. Does he have a counter for my deprive? Oh, well that's juicy. And he still didn't attack. Okay, so what of these do I want? I think Vapor Snag, right? I want all these though, so... Yeah, here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna draw Ninja. Let's put Island back. Put Vapor Snag back. Put Ninja back. No shuffle. Draw Ninja. Go to my attacks. Swing with these two guys again. Now on Declare Blocks, we ninjutsu the Spellstarter sprite. Now we draw the Vapor Snag, and we have Spellstarter sprite back in our hand. All right, and he's had enough. Okay, so we definitely want Stormbound Geist against all that removal. Ninja can't attack through Gurmag Angler, but it also makes Gurmag Angler not good. But let's just get rid of one of those, one Fairy Miscreant. Spire Golem is really good against Daze, or against other Delvers. Vapor Snag we'll get rid of one of. And then why don't I get rid of Logic Knot and Deprive for 2 Dispels? Well, the only instant he played was Counterspell. Gosh. This isn't good. Maybe I just keep in the, let's see, Dispel. I can't decide. Keep in the other Ninja. Maybe I should have kept in Logic Knot. Okay, this hand is much better than the previous. Let's see if he plays a tap land first. Yes. So it would be great if I had Daze. But instead, we will play a Delver. And he can go. This is like my only threat right now, though. So if he can just Edict it, that would be bad. Oh, but he played another tap land, so we're fine. Okay, come on, Delver. I've never wanted you to flip so bad on turn 1 in my life. Yes! Play another island. The question is, do we Ninja now? I think we do, actually. I mean, it's 1 less damage, but we're drawing cards now. So now he has to play a creature, which he's got to have with 3 mana. You got to be able to play a creature now. Target player sacrifices a creature and loses 1 life. Ugh, okay, well, too bad. For this turn, we'll play a Delverino. I think I will ponder so that we can plan out what's on top of our library. So we'll put Ninja on the bottom, Preordain in the middle, Fairy Miscreant on top. Don't shuffle so that we draw Fairy Miscreant. And then we know Delver flips next turn. And he's protected from edicts by Fairy Miscreant. Ooh, but that's really good against what I'm doing. Yikes. Okay. So the next card I've got is Ninja. Play this land. I think I should equip Fairy Miscreant with a Bone Splitter and then attack. And he's just going to 2-for-1 me. But I've got a lot of cantrips in my hand. But next turn I get Ninja, though. So maybe I'll just draw the Ninja and attack next turn. This opens me up to getting edicted, though. No plays from my opponent. Okay, I'm going to preordain 2 ninjas. His guy is going to become a 3/3. So these ninjas are not great, but at the same time, it's like a bunch of, it's action. I'm going to keep these. Just keep drawing ninjas. Attack with both my dudes. He'll block one of them. I'll get a ninja. Whichever one it is, I get to get a ninja and then replay the dude. So then I'll still have 2 creatures. I just don't know whether Bone Splitter will be on this guy. No, okay, I didn't think so. Okay, so he gets his guy back as a 3/3, which is really good. Oh, I forgot to replay my Fairy Miscreant. Well, that was a big misplay. Sometimes I just tap through priority too fast. It's going to be a big angler. Too bad I don't have a daze. Man. Oh, I can't believe that Fairy Miscreant misplay. Okay. Spellstarter Sprite is a good draw. I think what I do here is equip the Bone Splitter and attack. And then whatever he blocks will die. He won't block it with the he'll block it with the Stormbound Geist, that'll die. And then I play a couple dudes. Oh my gosh, he didn't block it. So now I draw a card. And then I play Spire Golem, which is super good against Stormbound Geist. Oh, but he counters it. Shit. And I don't have Spellstarter Sprite for that. Damn. Well, I play Fairy Miscreant instead then. I can't believe he just let me draw a card. No reveal for Delver. Now we can play this Gurmag Angler that he didn't actually have mana for last turn. Oh, I just wish I had a Daze so bad. There it is. So yeah, now I get hit. Wait. No, I'm not going to block the Delver. Or do I? I can draw a card by attacking with Fairy Miscreant if I don't. But then I run the risk of his Delver flipping and becoming a bigger problem. I think I draw the card. I think I win this game with card draw. All right. So now I can Ninja with 2 mana, replay Fairy Miscreant, and leave up Spellstarter Sprite. But is Spellstarter Sprite that good? I should probably preordain first. Well, all right. Let's do a thing first. Let's do our thing first. Let's go for the attack. Why didn't I block Delver with Ninja of the Deep Hour? That was a misplay. I didn't even realize what was happening there. Okay. And we draw a card. We have Dispel. So maybe I just replay Fairy Miscreant. Preordain. We need to find like a Daze. Ooh, Spire Golem. That's fantastic. All right, perfect. Don't flip that Delver. Nice. I hope he attacks with it again. Now we do have the problem that he's got Stormbound Geist in the air, though. Okay. So this is his attack. I think we definitely block this here. And then I think we just take the 5. And he has another Angler. Okay. So that solves the problem of me having a bunch of ninjas in play. Well, there's Vapor Snag, though, so that'll just be super good. So, what is our attack? I can ninja using Spire Golem and then replay Spire Golem for only 1 mana. We could do the same thing with Fairy Miscreant, though. So I'll Bone Split, Fairy Miscreant, or Bone Split Ninjutsu, Fairy Miscreant, leave up Vapor Snag. Or do we do the Bone Split after we... Oh yeah, I want to ninja using Spire Golem so that it actually stays untapped. Okay, so we'll put Bone Splitter on Fairy Miscreant here. Go to our attacks. I'm glad we kept these ninjas in, I guess. Swing with these two. Ninja for that guy. This one. We got another Vapor Snag. Okay. And now we can replay Spire Golem. Okay, so he finally flipped his Delver. He can't attack with it, though, because of Spire Golem. He can attack with both these guys and get 3 damage off his Stormbound Geist. So this thing costs 7? Alright, so he's going to Doomblade that thing. Shit. Well, that sucks. I guess I dispel that. Oh no, he has a counter for that? Oh, jeez. Well, that sucks for me. Because now he gets 6 damage in. So, I have to block these things. That's just how it's going to be. I take 6. I can't take another hit like that. However, we do have 2 Vapor Snags, and we get to hit with Ninja of the Deep Hours right now. So that's really good. So I think I'm going to go to attacks. Wait. What am I planning on doing? No, this is fine. Attack with both my guys. We draw a card. And it's Spell Stutter Sprite. Now, we have 2 Vapor Snags for his Gurmag Stanglers, and then we have 2 Spell Stutter Sprites for his Flying guys. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. That's all the mana that I have. Well, yeah, maybe. It's like a Praying Mantis, isn't it? Is there a Delver on the screen? Why not? Oh, yeah, there is right here. Okay. So here's his attacks. Here's what we do. We Vapor Snag Gurmag Angler. If he has a counter for any of these things, we lose. Oh, wait, no, we don't. If his counters are 1 or 2 mana, we don't lose. Okay, he's Mystical Teaching Zing. Yep, that's fine. We have to allow that. This is going to be such a great play if it works. Okay, he tries to play Counterspell. Check this out now. Now we play Spell Starter Sprite. Spell Starter Sprite comes in, counters a 2 mana spell because we have 2 fairies in play. Now, we Vapor Snag the other Gurmag Angler. Oh, and then we win the match. All right, he gets it. Good game! So then, the reason that he conceded right there is because now I can use the Spell Starter Sprite to block one of his guys. He only does 3 damage to me, brings me to 1, and then because that's all his guys, then I just attack him and I win. So, oh, that got really close at the end there. We were both playing Delver, but he was playing Black-Blue Delver with a couple other tricks in it. I was playing just straight blue. And really, I think the reason I won there is he couldn't deal with all the card draw. I mean, I ninja'd in 3 ninjas. I got 3 card draws off ninjas, maybe even 4. And then I even misplayed for not blocking his Delver that one time. But, yeah, so that's... Oh, that was a good game. That game got my heart pounding. Right at the end there when I saw victory. I didn't think we were going to win, but then I just drew the perfect cards. I mean, that second Spell Starter Sprite, the moment that happened, I saw victory and my heart started pounding. So, all right. That was excellent. Great game. Do we keep jamming Delverino? I think so. Let's just do it again. Mono Blue Delver. I'm liking it so far. I was kind of thinking that the way it was in my head was that the praying mantis would just be like a little guy with his arms. They wouldn't be stick arms, I just can't draw. And then he would just have like a dot and a dot and a smile. But like cute, the way you can do things cute, you know? All right, what do we got? We lost the coin flip. They're playing first. This hand is awful, so we're going to mulligan. Ooh, this hand has 2 dazes. I like it. All right, they kept 6. We are also going to keep 6. Oh, and here's my... I think we keep this. This seems really solid, so let's put this on top. Let's keep that on top. Okay. I like it. What is it? I know it's me, but what's happening? I'm just shouting for victory? Okay. All right, our opponent plays a mountain and a bone splitter. I think we'll be fine with Fairy Miscreant, but I hope they don't just shock it. Well, we'll daze it if they do, but they might have... If they play a mountain and then shock my guy, I'll be sad. By the way, if you're going to not use old card frame, this is my favorite mountain. You know, just throwing that out there. It's just a solid fucking mountain, you know? I like it. But, my favorite mountains are the Urza's Saga mountains. So, alright, we're playing Fairy Miscreant. The good thing about red is that we're going to be able to board in 4 Hydroblasts, and it's going to be dope. Alright, don't burn my fairy, but if you do, do it before you play a land. Okay, he played a land. Don't burn my fairy unless it costs 2 mana. Only burn my fairy if it costs 1 mana. I mean 2 mana. Burning Tree Emissary? I'm dazing this. Boom. Oh, but this does take me off Ninja. But still, they were about to combo. Now they get to non-bow. Hopefully I draw like a Preordain or something to use 1 mana on so I don't just play a land and then attack with a 1/1 because that would be lame. Oh, that's what happened. What happened is that we drew something where we just play a land and attack with a 1/1. That's lame. At least we have another daze in our hand, though. But, I mean, it could just result in the same thing that happens next turn. I really wanted a Ninja with that Fairy Miscreant, alright? Oh, our opponent has no plays? No, it's their second main phase? Okay, now they play a Bone Splitter. Got it. 2 Bone Splitters. Okay, great. Now, we can have a little bit more fun. We can attack with Fairy Miscreant. Once they declare no blockers, boom, here comes Ninja. Just kidding, it's 2 damage instead of 1, and I draw a card. It's a Fairy Miscreant. That's going to draw me even more cards. Please tap both your mountains. Tap both your mountains. Opponent moves to second main phase and has no plays. Anything for me? Nope. All right. Okay, this is pretty excellent. Now, we attack with our Ninja. They're about to blaze our Ninja, I'm guessing. Nope, we just get to draw another card. All right, their draw was too slow. Now we play Fairy Miscreant. And we play Fairy Miscreant to draw a card. Boom, it's an island. Now we still have Vapor Snag up in case they try to burn one of our guys. That's what I think I'm going to use it for. Or if they like play a guy with haste, equip him up with bone splitters and attack for 1,000,000, we can just Vapor Snag their guy. Okay, they've needed green this whole time. Apparently that's what's been happening. They are playing around days now, though. Interesting how that works. Daze me once, shame on you. Daze me twice. The question is, do we Vapor Snag this Eldrazi spawn? I have 2 Vapor Snags. I'm gonna do it. That was a bad play, but whatever. We're drawing a lot of cards. Alright, let's play an island. Let's go to combat. I think I should swing with everybody, because if we trade Nest Invaders, that's honestly fine. Or if we trade 2/2s, that's honestly fine. Because this way they won't have a creature to bone split. And that's what I'm concerned about. And we have the other thing is that we have a second ninja. And we get to draw another card off playing another Fairy Miscreant. This is what Delver do. It's another thing that Delver do. I realize that there aren't any Delvers on the screen, and we are not holding any counter spells. Well, we have Daze. So you may say that this isn't what Delver do, but it's one of the things. Play a ninja to return your Fairy Miscreant or your Spellstarter Sprite so that even more fuckery can ensue. Ooh, but now do we draw a card with Fairy Miscreant or just leave up Counterspell? I think we leave up Counterspell. That way we can assure that our ninja will be able to attack and draw us yet another card next turn. And we can assure that our opponent tastes it. Nest Invader, Counterspell, don't have a Pyroblast. Why would they have a mainboard Pyroblast? It's a thing that you say. Boom, they have no more plays. Alright, and we drew another ninja. Okay. That's fair. So we play Fairy Miscreant so that we draw a card. This is... I am delvering as hard as possible right now. We drew Ponder. Now, we attack with both our guys. Will I let Magic back in the room because I'm playing Magic? If Nicole wants to. Okay, declare blockers. Now we ninja. Pay 2, return Fairy Miscreant to our hand. Boom. Now we draw 2 cards off of 2 ninjas. Play Fairy Miscreant. Draw another card for Fairy Miscreant. This is a beating. What's up? I've got 5 islands in play and 4 creatures and a hand of 7 cards. How do you like that? Oh man, Wild Nicodle, if only I had that one card in play. Spellstarter Sprite, if only I had a Spellstarter Sprite. Okay, and a Curd Ape. Okay, I see what their deck is doing now. I do have 2 Vapor Snags, though. This is so perfect. Vapor Snag 1 guy, he loses 1 life. Goes down to 7. Vapor Snag another guy, he goes to 6. Then we swing for 6 for the win. There it is. All right. For sideboard, we want Hydroblast, for sure. That instead of, we'll get rid of Deprive and Logic Knot first. Maybe even Daze. Well, Daze is really good early game. Maybe one counterspell and like one spell starter sprite or something for our 4 Hydroblasts. Then I guess maybe Stormbound Geist? No, but I think this will be fine. So there you go, Magic is back in the room. Now I need you to keep the cats under control. If they go over there and start meowing and clawing at the walls, they need to be gotten rid of. This hand, it has 1 island and a shitload of 1-drops, so I'm going to keep it. But if I don't draw a second island, I'm going to be a little ornery. Opponent plays a tap land. That's great. It's kind of like I'm on the play. We got a Bone Splitter. I'll play Delverino. However, they might have a burn spell for him, and that'll be bad. Curd Ape, okay. Young Wolf, pretty good. Alright, I just really need my Delver now to flip. If my Delver flips, we are in such good shape. Yes! Alright, we got a flipped Delver. That means now do we ponder so that we can get an island? So that we don't miss a land drop? I think that's the thing you do. Alright. So, I want to draw this Hydroblast. Well, I want to draw the island first. And there we have it. Then we'll play Bone Splitter. Go to combat, swing for 3. Unfortunately, we can't swing for 5. We could have swung for 5 if I had drawn an island. Actually, that's not true, because if I had drawn an island, then Delver wouldn't have flipped. So this is the better thing to happen. Okay. Opponent, please don't have a burn spell. Oh, okay, Mia is back in the controller thing. Then I can't close it because the arms hit controllers, but I'll just know to clean it off first. Okay, Monomorphose. Unfortunately, I cannot do anything about this on this hand. Oh, geez. I would have loved to Mia. I would have loved to have been able to daze these things. Nest Invader. Okay, see, now he's getting to do things because I didn't daze one of his things. Now he's got like a army on screen. None of his guys are flying, though, so I don't know if he's going to be able to deal with 5 in the air every turn. But we'll see. So there's my Hydroblast. What do I do now? I think I float 2 mana and Gush. Play 1 island back out. Play probably Fairy Miscreant. and Ponder. Now I can Vapor Snag or Hydroblast. And what, do we want any of these cards, or are they too slow? I mean, it'll be good to have more lands. We have 3 lands, that's like plenty. I think I'm going to shuffle. And we drew one of those cards. That wasn't the land, so that's fine. Oh, but this doesn't leave up Hydroblast like I thought it would. Because I need to equip the Bone Splitter. That should probably be fine. I am facing 6 damage. But I will win the race at that race, because he's also facing 6 damage. I just feel like after this turn I need to leave up Counterspell. Which will be fine because it'll also be Spellstarter Sprite, and that I can just get a 1/1 at the end of turn if I don't end up having to counter anything. I gotta use this 1 mana though, so I'll probably just Vapor Snag something end of turn. Or when he attacks with it. What do I Vapor Snag though? I would want to Vapor Snag one of the 2 power creatures. But they both like do something. I think I just take the 5. So let's see, declare blockers, none. Wild Nacatl. That's fine. And then he gets a 3/3 with Vanishing 2. I think that's too fast, and I believe I Hydroblast this. Okay, Daze is great. So now I gotta put Bone Splitter on this guy, attack him for 6. And then I have Vapor Snag and Daze on the ready. After that, Spellstarter Sprite Counterspell. So yeah, this is a lot of damage, but we'll just Vapor Snag this guy. Oh, hopefully he doesn't have any buffing spells. That would have been the right time to Vapor Snag. Okay, he did not. Uh-oh, though. Now I've got an issue where if I attack him, because he's just going to play Wild Nacatl back out. Which means he'll have 8 power on the board again. Oh! Oh, wait, never mind. Okay, I could have Dazed there, but it wouldn't have done anything, so it was not a misplay. So I guess what I do is I attack for 6, and then this time I need to play Spell Starter Sprite in order to block one of his guys. What's he tapping a red for? Lightning Bolt. That's going to get dazed. Okay. Why? That's fine. Oh, this is tricky. So now I think we attack for 6 and use Vapor Snag again. Or Spell Starter Sprite as a blocker. So we got to do it on Declare blockers. That's when we Vapor Snag. Oh. Oh, but that guy only costs 1? Okay, so that's what Spell Starter Sprite is for. Boom. And now that's also a blocker. Yep. Declare attackers. Okay. Declare blockers. We chump with Spell Starter Sprite. Go to combat. Swing for 6. Boom. GG. All right. We got down to 1 life, but Mono Blue Delver did it again. Oh. Spell Starter Sprite is so good. It counters a spell and then it chump blocks a guy. Oh, man. Well, it is now 11:13. I think it's a good time for me to bid a fond adieu and go just hang out for the night. But I appreciate you being here, Meow Mix Clock. We had some fun Magic times, didn't we? Who's streaming? All right, let's get back to this so you guys can gaze at this wonderful deck for a minute while I see who is streaming here. We got Mega playing Mass Effect, Drac playing Mischief Makers, which I don't want to see because I want to play that game soon. I think we go to Mega Kung Fu Radio's channel. So I'm going to host up Megalonix. He's playing some Mass Effect. And I hope that you guys have a good rest of the night. What's up? Oh, we'll play Mass Effect soon, says Nicole also. So that's nice. Bye-bye.